Okay, I've been meaning to do this for a while. I found out that by mistake that I could actually do this. I found that with my my allergies that using a little bit of hydrogen peroxide on the end of a Q-tip would allow me to open up my sinuses. And so one day while opening up my sinuses with the Q-tip and the hydrogen peroxide, I got the idea of how far could I put a Q-tip into my nose. Now let me see if I can film all this and show you. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Let's see here. We'll get an idea of how far. Let's see here. That's going into my sinuses. So there's about, let's see here. There's where it's going to end up. Let's see, right about there. So you get an idea. And it's the weirdest feeling in the world. It's not the most comfortable thing. Let's see if I can get this back. It's not the most comfortable thing. I don't suggest somebody of young age trying this, really. Leave it to somebody who's lived long enough to try something like this. I really can't recommend a kid trying this. I'm trying to stay focused on the mirror where the camera's pointed and watch the screen here. But anyways, let's see here. It's going to be past, it's going to be past my eye and close to my ear. And I know that when this is in, I can swallow and feel it moving, so let me give you an idea there. So here we go. Let's see, I'll get everything lined up. Hold steady, and here we go. It's a slow process. One time I had this in my nose and I started to sneeze and had to peel it out. It has a weird twitch to it, and it's a matter of weaving it around. Let's see, hold on, here we go. Let me get a profile here and you can see the final push. Gotta take a turn here, hold on. There we go, everything's lined up. There we go. I could probably push it a little bit farther, but I won't. I'm talking and I can feel it twitching in there, and that's kind of uncomfortable as it is. Swallowing also, you can feel it. Makes the eyes water, clears out all the passages. Usually end up with bloodshot eyes. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, there it is. Let's see here. Let's bring that down to there. Hey, I'll get that out of my nose in a few minutes, but we'll watch the Spider Cocoon video, and I'll attempt to pull that out of my nose later. And once again, don't try that at home. Go to a friend's house. Alright, this is the Spider Cocoon. It's taken me a long time to finish it up because the weather here was really cold for a long time, and I wanted ventilation with the spray adhesive. Just for anybody else out there working with the adhesive, let me go grab that real quick. The spray adhesive that I was using is this. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for advertising that, so to speak, but that's what I used on it. It doesn't have a real nauseous fume like I thought it would. I probably could have sprayed this back in the dead of winter and not had any problems, I don't think. But let me zoom in just a little bit and kind of recap what I've done. The skull itself was from Kmart. I cut the jaw open and hinged that with wire like I showed in another video. The eyebrows are built up with tulle fabric. You can get it extremely cheap at most fabric places that sell that. I think I got mine at Joann's, maybe Walmart. May have had it left over from wedding ceremony about 10 years ago. But let me kind of bring this in a little bit. The eyes are the wood ball pieces that I made with the yarn veining. The eyelids were done originally almost closed and then pushed back to get the full wrinkled effect and everything. Let's see here, the upper lip kind of built up and shrunk down and whatnot. Let's see here. The overall figure is the skull was done with latex. I don't know if I just mentioned that, but it is done with latex over the tulle and everything. And the body itself is done out of Walmart shopping bags and heat shrunk with a dual temperature heat gun. Let me go show you that too. I don't think I ever showed. I got this, and I know I got that at Lowe's, and it's a dual temperature. It has a low heat and a high heat. The high heat's really good for burning the holes into the layers. The low setting is good for guarding against that. And the hands are built up over wire. I did a side-to-side on the hands, and then I did the tendons over that. The mouth is kind of filled in. I know I haven't covered that. The mouth is kind of filled in there with layers and layers of the webbing, and then I painted latex over the webbing, and then I heat gunned it, and it burns away the uncovered pieces and just leaves the latex that you put in there. So I got layers and layers of that to where you don't see the back of it. It looks like years of decrepit dust and other spiders going in and building their own webs kind of thing, whatnot. The body, torso, and everything really turned out beyond expectation. I love the dusty, crusty, mummified look of it. Like everything at one point swelled up and then burst and then mummified and everything. The technique works really good with making the intestines. I actually made one, I believe this one, on yarn that was strung up between two chairs, and then I just made the others along with that. But the texture is just unbelievable. And this is done by kind of pulling it tight in one direction, and the wrinkles shrink up like that. The amount of detail that you can get in like the burnt, kind of blistered spots are just really cool. I just, like I said, the whole thing is over and beyond expectation of what I could have imagined doing, let alone the idea of trying to do all this in latex and any other technique. The spray adhesive also works really good. I stuck the I not only use that to stick my paint on with, but I also use the spray adhesive to stick the cobwebbing down and everything. and then I sprayed over the top of that, and it really brought out all those little invisible fibers that kind of get lost and everything. Also, you can see a little bit of the bag there. It's kind of got exposed from flipping it over and everything. But I mean, I can move this around and the webbing doesn't get damaged or anything. Another thing I did, you can see a lot of the detail in the front. I put just a slight bit of webbing over the top of it for the first step. Then I went back and I did all this between the skull and the elbow, as well as this side here and down the side and up through here underneath the armpit and everything. So it looks, from a distance, it looks like it's fully wrapped, but it's really kind of meticulously detailed in being able to show what's what you want to highlight and everything. The expression on the face from the eyebrows being drooped out from the center downward to the outside edge and everything. All the expression, the hands being kind of wrenched in pain up to the body and everything. The cavity of the stomach and the bowels and everything. Everything's kind of really meticulously thought out, so that it's not just hiding all that work that I did underneath there and everything. It's highlighting it rather than hiding it and everything. And this will be under the eave of the house, so the bowels are simply wired in. There's a piece of wire that goes through the bowels, and there's still a few areas I need to kind of touch up and paint, but I think I'm just going to drop in some black, maybe something or other. But the bowels will swing loose and free, and this will be up under the eave of the house, and the skull will be approximately 5 feet off the ground, so that most people will come around the corner, and the black plastic that I hang up and everything will hide it from a distance, and as soon as you go through the black plastic, this will be right in your face in the center of the walkway, so you'll come through and be face to face with this. But I mean, I'm just amazed at how well it did turn out and everything. I saw it in my mind's eye kind of thing, but stuff like that and that, all these like burned out, blistered up, dried up spots and everything, is just, it goes over and beyond what I would have thought it would be. So you can kind of get this here, get it upside down. That's kind of your first vision when you come through the black plastic, and what you'll be seeing, this thing facing you. And this will be, like I said, up underneath the eave of the house. Let me see if I can lift it up and show you. See, this is still hinged and flexible. The arms still have some movement and articulation to them. You have that nice crispy plastic bag crunch to them. The head still bobbles when you touch it. And then Halloween, I'll probably spray this with a little bit of the adhesive, just so it has a nice sticky, grotesque feel to it. But yeah, this just turned out really cool. It was everything I'd hoped it'd been and more. So yeah, really happy with it. Layers and layers of paint, spray adhesive for a primer, I'll repeat that: spray adhesive for a primer. That's the key to making this thing work and actually not self-destruct. So get your spray adhesive, acrylic paint, plastic bags, heat gun, a little bit of latex. Whole thing cost me less than $3 to make. The cost of the acrylics, of course, I mean, that adds up, but I mean, you can use it for millions and millions and millions of other projects. But overall, if you go out and not have any of the supplies and everything, you figure maybe $10 in paint for like beginning, not having anything. The wood balls for the eyes are about $3 for 16. The skull I lucked out and it was on 90% discount, so it cost me about 23 cents. Scored on that, I gotta admit. I got a whole bunch of those. Let me pause this and I'll get a shot of the spider also that's done. Alright, this is the spider that I made for the Spider Cocoon. It's the same process of melting bags, wood dowels. It's not quite finished. I need to fix that spot there and do something with the eyes, but it's close enough to video. Let's see if I could get something that's kind of a scale reference. Let's see. It's approximately not quite waist high to me, but kind of a rotted zombie nightmarish spider. There's a real evil, creepy look to it. Okay, let's go back inside and see if I can get that Q-tip out of my nose. Oh, I lost it. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. There we go. Now let's see what is in my sinuses. Yeah, it's slick, all right. Opens up the passages, relieves all the sinus pressure of allergies, but I don't recommend everybody go out and try it. Have a good one.